Welcome to part 5 of the Ayala Deathlacy. In the last episode we witnessed the children all turn into adults. Alexandria has celebrated her newfound freedom by embracing a life of crime, while Duncan has pursued a career in science. And the painting of Lashawn is finished, and she's visible this time. Meanwhile, Earl applies to be in the medical profession, while Bethany begins practicing her magic in order to be able to cure Sims of their ailments. Late into the Sunday evening, Alexandra calls over Elton Sue in order to be able to bring him into the household. And in true Sim fashion, marriage quickly follows. A look at Elton's traits showed that he is inappropriate, yet irresistible, with a certain clumsiness to him, with a good sense of humor, but ultimately a loser. And his death is by blunt force trauma. Unfortunately, his lifetime ambition is to become a master alchemist, something I've already done, so we're definitely going to be changing that. With the money brought in by Elton, the house is renovated to look a little bit brighter, and the doors and the foundations are rotated so people can access the house a lot more easily from the street. With the painting of Lashawn now finished, the focus now turns to Bethany. 2 days have passed and it is now a Thursday, a max celebration of Fiona's birthday. Things have obviously changed for Devon since we last saw him, as he is now turned to the life of crime. Money comes in from Lashawn's cut gems, and she ends up making 20,000 simoleons. With the money from the gems, they're able to actually access the second floor, and the first bedroom is added for Alexandria and Elton. While giving Alexandria's bed a test drive, Fiona has her birthday and gains the love the cold personality trait. Not long after discovering Devon turned to the life of crime, we also discover he's soon going to die. The next day, Fiona goes searching for a job and becomes a lifeguard. At 4 p.m., Devon passes away. The next day, Earl and Bethany go to the festive market because they're both difficult to get lifetime happiness points for. While there, they take a greetings card together. The greetings card is left in Alexandria's room to remember her family. More simoleons come in from Lashawn's gem cutting, and the other rooms are populated with beds. With the new bedding accommodations made available, the main room is emptied out. Since Earl loves the outdoors, he's given a tent and a campfire to call his bedroom. 2 separate outdoor toilets are installed as well for the family. Later on in the night, Alexandria is given a makeover. Through researching alchemy, Elton has enough lifetime happiness to pursue a different lifetime aspiration and chooses the chess legend aspiration. And a dining table, as well as a sink, are added into the main room to help populate the area. And work begins on painting Duncan, and Lashawn gets to level 4 of the spellcasting skill. 1 more away from getting the haunting curse. The next day, the painting is finished, and it has to be the best one yet. Hot on her mother's heels, Bethany gets to level 4 of the spellcasting profession. After the success with Duncan, a painting of Bethany is done again. Shortly after, the painting is finished, and it is clearly an issue with the lighting when it comes to painting. The only trouble is Catherine cannot paint herself, so it must fall to Lashawn before she goes to paint her daughter. But there's trouble in Paradiso. When I wasn't looking, Elton's inappropriate trait must have got the better of him, and he tried making move on Alexandria's mother, thereby significantly destroying their marriage. The painting of Catherine is finished, and although it isn't necessarily as clear as the others, you can at least tell it's her. A painting of Fiona is also finished, and an alchemy/science lab has been installed where Earl's cabin once stood. Fiona has been a lifeguard for little under a week, and in that time she has managed to save 3 people. While doing spot checks on the family, I noticed that Elton is trying to make moves on Bethany. A Murphy bed has been added into his room for no particular reason, and Lashawn, after getting tired of Elton's antics, decides to turn him into a form more suiting his predilections. Despite having no logic skill whatsoever, Lashawn turns out to be Elton's first challenger in becoming a chess legend. While upgrading the sinks in the home, Lashawn gets to rank 5 of the wizarding skill and is now able to cast the Haunting Curse. Wasting no time, Lashawn goes to a random house in the middle of town and begins cursing some random woman. Despite running out of magic and cursing the woman once again, Lashawn doesn't die for some reason. And this happens again and again, to the point that even Martina Collins passes out from sheer exhaustion from having to stand there. So Lashawn moves over with a battered umbrella to actually try somewhere off the pavement. And just as Loveday is announced, Carolina lets off a light laugh as Lashawn's body lies on the floor and death approaches. Lashawn's death isn't without consequences though, as now a legion of gnomes of the damned inhabit the lawn. And Bethany, in order to make the best of a bad situation, uses her magic to reunite the fallen couple. The spell is a success, and things soon get super serious. But not everything goes to plan. Alexandra and Elton are coaxed into the bed again, but there are no baby chimes. With Catherine's painting skill now up to max, a desk and a computer installed so she can improve on her writing. It's the next morning and nobody has been able to get any sleep, thanks to a veritable smorgasbord of ghosts on the lot. And so upon that dramatic revelation, so ends episode 5 of the Ayala Deathlacy, and I leave you with the sounds of the dead. Until next time, goodbye.